Welcome along to the Shift SSRL Racing League. SRL 1. It is time for the race. Here at the Red Star Raceway in South Africa. 8 drivers will line up today. All of them, which means that all drivers will score points. As we prepare for 32 laps around the track known as Red Star Raceway, as they're all lining up now. I'll just go through the grid order. B17 Bomber Guy lines up on pole position. The Season 1 champion does it again. Where he lines up on pole. Logan Ultramotive in P2 in the Motive Motorsport car, and then it's the 2 Bijitsus with I'm a Banana, and then it's Pharrell 897. 5th place is the Jaguar of Eisen. 6th is the Spiker of Ducky 40042. Seventh place is Sockadine Rain, and 8th place is Lord Plains in the X7 car. As we have got 32 laps of the Grand Prix. We'll be able to see the lights from this camera angle here. On board with Sockadine Ran account. And the start of a brand new chapter in SRL 1. And we're away in South Africa. Good start from Sockadine Rain. Good start also from B17 Bomber Guy as they all file into turn 1. Who's going to go wide? There's someone gone off. Someone has gone off. I don't know who that is. There's Sockadine Rain going off. It's Finley, or I'm a Banana. He's gone off at turn 1. Such an unfortunate start as they all file through now. As we have a look at the leader, B17 Bomber, he's kept his lead, but right behind him is Lord Plains in the X7 car, trying to make a move for the lead on the early stage here in lap 1. Who can get the lead as they file around into the long right-hander of turn 11? As Logan Ultramotive P3 and Ducky and the Spikers moved up to P4. As Logan Ultramotive and I think it was the Spiker, they both spun off. As they're then followed by the Raceroid cars. And then there's Eisen at the back with Ducky 40742. And they're going off once again is I Am a Banana. Not having a good time as the pit lane opens for the first drivers to do their drive-throughs. There's another car going wide in the background. Not sure who that was. Oh, it was Ducky. He's in the wall. He's had to get out. And now he's back in the car. He has gotten back going. So we are back in green flag conditions. But that has really put his race into jeopardy. All the way down in 8th place. I'm pretty sure I heard someone might have crashed. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, he's left the entire game. So out on lap 2, as I think Lord Plains had an incident. No, Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, as there's a car stranded in the middle of the track. And it's Logan Ultramotive who leads by just underneath the 10th. As the car that was stranded at turn 11 has now been removed. He will stay on board with this battle. Very tight-knit battle between the New Zealander of Logan Ultramotive and the American of Beyond 7 Bomber Guy. As no one has done their drive-through just yet, they're all still going around. If you don't know about the drive-through rule, is that twice in the race, it's not entirely a pit stop, but just to drive through the pit lane as such. As Lord Plains has fallen back even more, there is Finley going wide once again. As Eisen does his drive through. He's from last, it's good to get it out of the way. And now he's through. Let's go back to the gap at the front. It has extended a little bit more. It might have been an issue with Beyond 7 Bomber Guy somewhere on the track. But he's fallen further back into 1.2 second lead. Last time around he gained all that time in the middle part of the lap, but he's gone wide in the second corner, as now Pharrell has overtaken Soccer Dean Ranacount. And he's gone wide. Oh, actually, all 3 ARU cars went wide there. As Lord Plains is having his own little Saturday joyride on the podium once again. As now Eisen comes around, he is 42 seconds behind. As we look at this gap at the front, just ever so stagnant at the top. As none of the drivers are pulling the trigger yet to go on to do their drive through. The gap has gotten closer by about 5/10. As Logan Ultramotive goes wide. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that. And then going wide in sympathy was Beyond 7 Bomber Guy. This battle is now ever so closer. So now they come around the stadium section. But still, the gap remains at about 5/10 between the two drivers, and we really wonder who is going to pull the drive through first to put the pressure on the others. It's going wide. Logan Automotive hits the bumps and through into the lead goes Beyond 7 Bomber Guy. No, it's a 5/10. No, not a 5/10. It's a 500th gap at the top. As now into the pits comes Soccer Rain account to do his drive-through penalty, as he's got 31 corner cuts. So he will come out. Going wide and a long right-hander through 10 and 11 now, as Beyond 7 Bomber Guy has established his lead at the top, you'd think. None of them are pitting yet. Beyond 7 Bomber Guy takes over at the top. He's then followed by Logan Ultramotive. Let's have an update on the standings, as pretty sure Lord Plains had a massive off. Who's that in front of him? It is I'm a Banana, and then it's Pharrell. So Lord Plains must have had a massive off in the first sector, it looks like. He might have locked up somewhere at around turn 4, because he's lost his podium place now to the Indonesian drivers, who are teammates competing for their first podium of the season. As now Logan Automotive gets ahead of Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, as neither of them are yet to stop, and they're pulling the trigger. Logan Automotive does his drive through. He comes into the pit lane. Might have sped a little bit, but there he goes in first gear. So he's doing his first pit stop. And he'll come out around behind Lord Plains, maybe? He does come out behind Lord Plains. So now he's got to work his way through the pack, which is contesting for a podium. He's already gotten past Lord Plains, actually. So now we wait for Beyond 7 Bomber Guy to react. Logan Automotive still has not gotten through the Bujitsu card yet, but he knows the cards are in his favour, as he pulled the pit stop first out of the two leaders. As now Eisen has overtaken Soccer to take 6th place. Still hasn't stopped yet. Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, as in 2nd place, now taking over 2nd place is I'm a Banana, 10 seconds behind. And then it's Bujitsu of Pharrell, and then it's Logan Ultramotive in 4th place, who has stopped. Lord Plains, he hasn't. So the top 3 and Lord Plains have not stopped in this race yet. But they're going wide. I think that was Pharrell. Yes, it was. It went slightly deep into turn 4. So now he's on the back foot, as Logan Automotive trying to reel him in. Will we see a pit stop from this man? Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, the American, the man who won in Season 2, which ran in 2021. He does not pull the trigger yet. He is still yet going around. He's just trying to set continuous laps, as that last lap was a 1:03.0. What about Logan? Oh, he's gone deep. He's gone deep into turn 2. And so, for running longer, that has completely hampered his progress. As on that last lap, Logan Automotive set the fastest lap of the race at a 1:02.2. So now, he's fallen even deeper into the clutches of Logan Automotive. That was a massive turning point in the entire scope of this race, as Logan Automotive seems to be going yet even faster. As there's a flip, there's a flipping Bujitsu. It looked like it was Pharrell, and it was. He's managed to flip the car. He's continued on, going wide actually into turn 11. Let's see what the gap is now. Considering he went straight on. Oh, he's boxed. He has pulled the trigger and he's going to come out predominantly far back now from Logan Automotive because of that crash at turn 2. As Lord Plains also comes into the pits to do his drive through. And out he goes. So trying to do the undercut on Pharrell 897. As here's the battle for the lead. Of course, I am a banana. He hasn't stopped yet. We're getting ever so closer to him. So Eisen, as Logan Automotive set a 101.9 last time around. He's just going yet even faster. As I am a banana still has not boxed yet. We'll see if Pharrell comes into the pits. So we see Sock do his extra pit stop for getting 43 corner cuts in total in the race. Oh, that was a bit of smoke. I think he tried to P-brake that corner. As Logan Automotive will be very annoyed seeing I'm a banana in front of him. He's P-braking at every opportunity, and he is still staying ahead as Pharrell sets the fastest first sector of the race. We've not seen much from the Bujitsu cars. They've looked fairly mediocre, but now they're turning on the pace. Not coming into the pit lane yet. As we're about to reach lap 16, as neither Bujitsus have stopped yet. We are still waiting for the first stops. And going very wide there was Logan Automotive. And he's still behind this Bujitsu car. That's really happening him. It was a 102.7 last time around. Beyond 7.5, I only said a 104.9. So even with this car in front of him, he's still behind him. And Miss 7.1 is still falling back. That's the moment that Logan Automotive capitalizes on. One mistake by I Am a Banana as he comes into the pits for his drive-through. And so, Logan Automotive takes over at the top once again. As will we see a double stop as Pharrell comes into the pits as well. Beyond 7 takes over in second place where he was originally. He stopped in the box. We've explicitly said that you do not need to stop in the box. And so, Socadine Rain, he's completed all of his stops. But now we look to the front. He has not stepped a foot wrong. How far back is the margin now between first and second place? A 102.3 last time around. And a 102.4. He's extended the gap by about a second last time around. But the Logan Automotive, he is on 21 corner cards. So if he does reach 25, he will get a penalty. He will get another drive-through. I think Pharrell had a mistake on our last lap. I'm not entirely sure. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2 as Eisen has lagged his car out. That will need removing. Logan Automotive is on 24 corner cards. If he does another one wrong, if he goes wide or if he cuts another corner, it's another drive-through added on to his total amount of drive-throughs that he already has, or the one that he already needs to do. Beyond 7 bomber guy pulls the trigger. He boxes first. He just wants to get the pit out of the way. Who will he emerge behind? There goes I'm a Banana. There goes Finley. As Lord Plain's not close enough to get past him. As Logan Automotive, he's reached 25 corner cuts. So, he has 2 drive-throughs to do as they're into the pit lane with 60 corner cuts is Soccer Rain. He has not had the race that he's wanted, most certainly. He's already a lap down, in fact. But he will score more than 1 point. Fastest lap currently will go to Logan Automotive. As I think Beyond 7 Bongo, no, that was just because he boxed. Lap 20 now, 32. Will Logan Automotive box this lap? Simply to just get it out of the way. He will. Logan Automotive boxes for his drive-through. Where is the closest competitor? There's nowhere near him. As they all just fell so far behind. Did he have a mistake? No, he didn't have a mistake. It's just they're all so far behind. Beyond 7 Bomber guy, he's now in the best position because he's already done his drive-through. He's on 21 corner cuts, so he can take it cleaner than what he has. And he knows that his rival has still got another pit stop to do. But still, remaining in front, Logan Automotive staying at the top step. So he goes wide there in turn 11. But remaining at the front. Do you have a mistake somewhere on that lap? No, only because he boxed. A 102.0 last time around by B17 Bomber Guy. He's gaining now on Logan Ultramotive. So this could go right to the end of the proceedings of this Grand Prix. Lap 22 of 32. He's on 23 corner cuts, so he needs to keep it clean. The two that aren't at risk, actually, of corner cuts are the two Bujitsus. So, they might pick up a double podium yet if the others around them continue to be naughty boys and cut the corners. He's one corner cut away now, Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, and he takes it. He has got a corner cut just to get it out of the way, I'm fairly sure. Into the pits, he's gone straight on, but he has managed to get it slowed down. And so who passes him? Lord Plains passes him. Finley has actually caught up on this lap. Pharrell also passes him. So he emerges behind Pharrell by a large margin, actually. And so that has completely put him on the back foot. So now, the race has completely swung in the Bujitsu's favour. And also Lord Plains too, who could yet pick up a P2 possibly, if he keeps it clean. He's on 23 corner cuts at the moment. As Soccer, who's 2 laps behind. Oh, and that's not how you take turn 13. But it looks to be fine, although he did go a second down on what Logan Ultramotive set. Anyway, Soccer Dean Rain, who's down P7, is 5 corner cuts away from reaching his limit and being disqualified from the race. 7 Bomber Guy, 36 seconds behind the leader. But now, when will Logan Ultramotive pit? He knows he needs to pit another time because he has reached 25 corner cuts. And he does come into the pit lane. He comes into the pit this lap. So, we will now see I'm a Banana or Finley should take over at the top. And he does. Takes over at the top. How far back is Lord Plains now from Logan Ultramotive? Lord Plains boxes for his second drive through. So now Pharrell emerged out in 3rd place. And now it's a sprint to the end. I think Finley has to box again. I'm not entirely sure, but he is out in front. He is leading. He is ahead. Going wide there. Oh, that was a little tank slapper as he got onto the curb. That last lap he said a 103.4. Let's see what Logan Ultramotive can do. He has just come out of the pit lane. He's 6 seconds behind. Oh, he's flipped it! He's flipped it at turn 1! That's gonna lose him probably about 2 or 3 seconds, which he does not need to lose at this point of the Grand Prix. Making mistakes as he's trying to reel in Finley, who is at the top. The lead has extended to around about maybe 10-11 seconds. In fact, he's falling into the clutches now of Pharrell, possibly. As there's a car in the wall, it's Lord Plains, who has found the wall at turn 2, and he's just driving along in 5th place. As Logan, he knows he can take risks now, but that was way too risky. Is he going wide again? He's going wide again! It hasn't lost him as much time as that flip at the first corner did. But how far back is he? 11.3 seconds. 5 laps to go. The gap is 11.3 seconds. That's beyond 7 more guys. It's the fastest middle sector. As he's trying to reel in Pharrell to try and get a podium spot. He's 10 seconds behind him. It would have been good enough for another point beyond 7 bomber guy, which would have hyped his spirits up. Here is I Am a Banana out at the front. He is remaining at the front. He has lost about a second though in the first sector on this lap, and a further 0.8 in the middle sector. He's 7 corner cuts away from reaching his limit, as and Logan hasn't crossed the line yet. There he goes. He's 10.3 behind in a land of his own, trying to catch up to the Bujitsu car. As remaining 7 seconds back is Pharrell. He's caught up actually by 2 seconds on that lap to Pharrell. So he could still yet get a podium here. Lord Plains is on 24 corner cuts. Lap 29 now, 32. The two Bujitsu cars, they haven't stopped yet. So it looks like it's going to be a Logan Ultramotive victory. If he doesn't make any more mistakes. And it looks like a Beyond 7 Bomber Guy P2. As Lord Plains reaches 25 corner cuts. And he does his drive through on what he feels has been a good recovery drive from the 8th spot that he was. But he knows that he can do better in the race. He knows he'll improve. He's actually just been lapped. But he will be unlapped when Finn does stop, as lap 30 of 31 now. As Lord Plains goes deep. The yellow in sector 1, but it's not going to be a safety car. Simply put, Eisen just went off at turn 2. When will we see? He looks further back than what he should be, but no noticeable change. Will the Bujitsu stop now? Yes, he will. Coming into the pit lane, Finley, I Am a Banana, does make his stop. We should expect to see his teammate follow him in as well, as there goes Lord Plains. There goes Logan Ultramotive, getting a bit slippy out of the final corner. So now, on the second to last lap, taking over the lead of the race, as Pharrell also pits for his drive-through. That'll allow Beyond 7 Bombing Guy to come out behind Finley. So it's around about a 3-4 second gap now. So if Finley makes any wrong turns, then he will lose that second place to the man who qualified on pole. This guy needs no mistakes. Logan Ultramotive needs no mistakes, as he will now round the final corners to go on for the final lap of this South African Grand Prix. Lap 32 of 32. Didn't hit the bump on the inside like he did a couple laps ago where he fully flipped the car. How close is the gap between second and third? It's around about 4 and a bit seconds. So any mistake... Oh, he has made a mistake. Commentator's curse as I'm a Banana goes straight on at turn 2. So Beyond 7 Bomber Guy takes over second place. And he needed that, Beyond 7 Bomber Guy. To try and get as many points as possible from a race which has gone wrong. But simply put, with too much pace. He's gone wide! He's gone deep! Is it gonna... I don't think it's gonna hurt him as much if it was a closer gap, but around the final corner, Logan Ultramotive and Motive Motorsport win here in South Africa. He had a scare at the final corner. Beyond 7 Guy comes across the line to finish second place, and it will be a Bujitsu on the podium. It will be Finley Colinco, or I'm a Banana. He finishes on the podium. Then followed by Pharrell, who finishes P4 for a good chunk of points for Bujitsu. I think they take over at the top of the standings. As now around comes Lord Plains. As Lord Plains flips in the final corner. As even though there's a little bit right there just so he can cut through. It is P5 for Lord Plains. A solid performance by the X7 car. It is also a fastest lap for Logan Ultramotive. He sets a 1:01.9, so that it is an extra point. As here it is, P1, P2, and P3. It is Logan Ultramotive. Now making his way to the podium. a well-deserved victory, as is the top 3, with the Bajitsu car of Finley of I am a banana 5390 in P2. In P3, P2 goes to Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, and P1 to Logan Ultramotive.